Hi, this is Dr. Erica with another message for parents of young people who are questioning their gender and maybe on a gender journey that surprises you. One of the things that's important for us to remember is that approaching young people, whether they're before puberty or teenagers, is to recognize that they're not just little adults, shorter, smaller versions of adults, that they're fundamentally different because they're not fully developed. And one of the ways that young people are not fully developed, and we know this now from very sophisticated neuroscience research, is that young people, even teenagers, are not fully developed in their executive function. And in the executive function of our brain, we are able to do planning, to have foresight, and to appreciate in an abstract way that decisions that we make today have consequences for the future. And most especially that decisions that we made today may have untoward consequences that we don't anticipate because we're young. And so I often have a discussion with parents and with kids about the fact that the job of parents is to help their children grow up healthy and happy and to avoid making decisions that they might regret later that are not good decisions for them. That's why I advocate for individualized care and individualized assessment with every young person to really determine what the best course of action may be. And it may be, and I have advocated for this in individual cases, gender affirming medicines, puberty blockers, cross-sex hormones for a trans child. But it also may be that it's important to spend some time and energy on exploring gender issues and processing what's going on with an individual young person so that they can fully appreciate, to the extent they can, given that they're not fully mature, the potential consequences. I always am worried when young people tell me or their parents, just give me the hormones and just let me do this, without fully considering that that may be sincere on their part and they may feel that way today. But what we want to do is help them make the best decision for them now and avoid any decisions that they may seriously regret later. There's so many complicated factors when it comes into making decisions for young people about gender journeys. And parents, if the child is under 18, have to consent. And so it's really important that we all get on the same page and we all understand all the factors that we're dealing with now and potentially in the future. I know it sounds a little complicated, but the best advice I can give is work with a competent gender specialist and make sure that everything's getting on the table and being discussed, as uncomfortable as it might be. Thanks a lot for listening. We'll see you next time.